Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the baby memories forever coloring right here is coloring and drawing, you should say. And what you see right here is a baby picture of me. Is like we're wrapped in say in a baby blanket. Is you have it to where it's like kind of like a cocoon. You say is that the shape of it is kind of like you say of wrapped up is like like a normal baby. And of course drew this of course from a picture, but then of course with everything else, of course it's like Sesame Street characters like Elmo's they say. You drew that from a picture, but then of course this picture right here, this scene right here, that I guess this clip, the drawing of course was something that I did not draw from a picture. And then of course you got the bubble right there. And then along right here is you got the photo, and then along with the puzzles, and then along with the is the symbol for the recorder. But basically is talking about that one about whenever you wear blankets, that you begin to wonder to whenever you are sleeping at night, that a lot of times that you would wear a blanket whenever you were to go to sleep. And a lot of times you begin to wonder why that is, to maybe why you have to be wrapped up in a blanket in order to be able to sleep very well, why you have to be wearing pajamas, or why you have to have an extra soft firm pillow, or would you say extra firm bed sheets, you say, is in order to be able to get a good night's rest. And of course one of the things I guess could be is maybe just the way you like it, and you just think that it's nice. And of course, maybe that's something that you got from whenever you were a little baby, that you like, being wrapped up all nice and gently. You say it is with a nice, say baby blanket. It's like from the hospital, what the hospitals give you. But what you got right here is I went ahead and colored is a picture, is say a drawing of me, and of course is to add a little bit of detail to it. And of course, so far with Baby Memories Forever is basically based on the fact about is like with baby memories is the stuff that you remember a little bit whenever you're much younger. And of course, with any photos and pictures, you say is the first tooth grown, or as you say baby books, that a lot of times is either they get lost, or they may have gotten stolen, taken, thrown away, whatever you caught. And more likely that you may not have too much of that stuff anymore. And it's basically based on what I'm doing here is for baby memories, is the fact about what you remember, and of course about the detail about what you picture so far in your mind about maybe what that the bedroom, what your bedroom looked like whenever you were very young. And of course, if it is like if it was neat half the time, or you had toys a lot of times scattered around, whatever it is. But the toys I remember, of course, I don't remember all of them, but I remember some of them. Of course, was Lincoln Logs, and then of course. One of the toys that I remember, of course, that my parents had given me a couple of them. Of course, was a train set. You got the train right here. A train set, and see here. Try to draw this. It's like for the detail of the train right here. You get the railroad track, and about right here. Kind of draw that. It's like from extension, like see here, using the light blue and then the dark blue. Say go ahead and add the track details right there. But you got the train right there, and then of course if it were be driving. If the railroad would be operating like on it, it's like so far it's through the main street, you say, that the country lands. But you get the railroad track right there, and then along with the Sesame Street character. But so far with Baby Memories is that you have it to where that go ahead and use a crayon other than just markers. But go ahead and add detail right here for the bubble. And yeah, I guess that can maybe explain, why maybe why I wanted a bubble lawnmower is like maybe because of the fact because I just like blowing bubbles. Let me say that. But basically, the whole part about this baby picture right here is the fact about the toys that we used to have to the toys that we have now. Of course, a lot of toys that I have now, which I still use, such as say other than a camcorder, like a tape recorder, still got a tape recorder, and a lot of computer. I guess like a say big screen TV, would you say, and then maybe a Mr. Potato Head, and it's like a bubble lawnmower, and then of course it's like maybe a tent, and then along with bubble making kit, you say, and along with some coloring books and arts, and of course a lot of the stuff that a 28 guy would ask for is that the things that he remembers whenever he was a kid, that more likely that it's like, of course I already have a baby picture, but the things that remember, the things that we don't have, of course, is that I don't really have any type of audio recording tape of any type of music I usually listen to, and this happens quite often to where it could be a song that I heard on the radio that reminded me of a time back in the 1980s. That if it was the first day of school, or if it was just some event that I went to with my family, whatever it was. But the music I listen to at times, a lot of times, is that it kind of reminds me of back in that it's like in the old days, like back in the 1980s. That the type of music that I remember, that it kind of reminds me of a little bit of the good memories of the past, and of course is that if there was such thing as time travel, then more likely that you'd probably say that maybe a photo printed on a watch would be kind of maybe a little bit of a good example of say time travel, but let's just say that of course if there was that, more likely you can maybe look at it as like as a watch, a watch with just maybe a few gadgets on there. A watch band, it's like could be a watch band or just a normal clock. That you probably wonder that you have a whatever design that you want to have on it. That more likely upload pictures or to say music on there. Is that nowadays with technology is changing, that especially with the toys. The toys that we have nowadays, it's like a baby blanket, a baby blanket that can change colors or glow in the dark, whatever it is. That nowadays it's like with recordings that you begin to wonder. It's like you begin to wonder if it can grow legs, and if you can walk to the corner if you wanted to. But so far with you got for baby memories, and right here is of course you got the baby bottle, and of course you got the baby bottle right there, and then of course I think I don't even remember holding the baby bottle, and I don't remember too much of the toys. But of course, one thing I do remember, of course, was a little bit of the night light, a little bit of details on my room. That of course the toys, a few toys that I had whenever I was much younger as well. But for whatever reason, it's like it's like making videos. Of course, was one of the things that I remember whenever I was very young. That of course that I'm doing now, and of course that the way I think about it is that that it's like it was something that seems like I was born with that type of talent. Is other than it's like drawing a picture of yourself in a baby blanket with just a bunch of details about what you can remember so far as baby memories.